of water out of Canton Lake just to fill up this Oklahoma River so they could run boats on it. Not for water consumption, but for non-consumptive use of the water, for recreational. So they're draining one lake so they can have recreation. Now, they don't want us to have recreation, apparently. So I'm going to tell you today that this water is jobs. Has anybody seen the movie Rango? Nobody? You see Rango? What's the one saying in that movie? He who controls the water has power. And that's what Oklahoma City is wanting to do, is have the power to control this state. This isn't about water. This is about control. This is about urban and a rural divide. And Oklahoma City with the votes want to control the whole state. And we're saying you can't control it. In Avatar, another movie that I like, what you see, you saw somebody wanting to take somebody else's resource. And what did the people do? They stood up and they fought, didn't they? So I'm going to tell y'all here, whatever you do, you're going to have a fight unless you work with the people of Southeast Oklahoma. Because we will not sit back and let you just take our resource away from us and kill the future of Southeast Oklahoma. We've got all kinds of issues here that we need to solve. Now, how do we do that? We sit at the table. We work together. But has there been one overture by this Senate, by the legislature, by the governor, to sit down with the people that are involved in this and discuss it? No. We requested, the Oklahoma Responsible Water Policy, Charlie Hearn here, has requested twice to meet with the governor to discuss this. She's refused to meet with us. So why does she refuse to meet with the people this going to affect? Because they've got their mind made up on what they want to do. So we're going to tell you today that, yeah, some people may have their minds made up, but we hope that your minds are open. We hope that you're here today with a true open mind to hear what the people of Southeastern Oklahoma have to say. And before you make a decision, before you go back to the legislature this session, that you make sure that what you do protects and benefits the people of Southeastern Oklahoma and keeps this water here for us to create jobs for the people here. Thank you.
Next is Ms. Penny Embry.
Senators and members of the Water Board, it's good to see you again. I'm going to talk about something you've heard me talk about many, many times. Every time you see my face, you hear these words coming out of my mouth. Protect non-consumptive uses of water. And one of the things that I specifically talked about, and also the last time you saw me, this is what I was talking about. And non-consumptive uses of water, specifically real estate, and the value of real estate, and how it's tied to water, and how it helps the state of Oklahoma, and specifically helps Southeast Oklahoma. I live near Lake Eufaula. So just like Broken Bow, although Broken Bow, you have this beautiful green belt around your lake, around Lake Eufaula, which has 600 miles of shoreline. There's many homes. Real estate is booming around Lake Eufaula, particularly the south end of the lake, which is over a 9, Longtown, 9A, that whole area. Beautiful, expensive homes are going up there. And those homes are worth, by virtue, I've talked to several real estate agents and several real estate experts. Those homes are worth $130 to $150 a square foot by virtue of being either on the water or having a view of the lake. The same home, even in a really nice neighborhood in Tulsa or Oklahoma City, is going to go for about $100 a square foot. This, among other things, this causes property taxes, property values to go up, so property taxes to go up. There's this community called Longtown that's on Lake Eufaula. And Longtown, the last time you saw me, I said that the taxes from the homes in the Longtown and 9A area on Lake Eufaula basically support the Canadian school district. Since I saw you, I saw the superintendent of schools for the Canadian school district. And he informed me in the middle of the economic downturn, when school districts were bankrupting and going under in Oklahoma, they went into the new year with $1.5 million in reserves because of property taxes. And the thing is around the lakes where you have valuable real estate, these people are mainly either people from other states, retirees. So they are bringing their dollars into the school system, and they are not bringing their children into the school system. They are pumping money into the community. In other ways, too, when I say people are building homes around the lake, I live on Lake Eufaula. In the neighborhood where I live, the neighbor to the north of me, the neighbor directly to the south of me, both live in Texas. One lives in Arlington, the other lives in Plano. When they vacation, they bring their vacation dollars to Oklahoma. They're up at least 1 week in the month, sometimes more. The empty lot across from where I live just sold. Guess where that person was from? That person was from Texas. So when you drive around our lakes and you see all these license plates from Texas, they may be paying their car tax in Texas, but they're paying their boat tax in Oklahoma. They're paying property taxes in Oklahoma. They're buying fishing licenses in Oklahoma. They're buying groceries and gas and doodads for their house. And like you heard me say, at the end of a hot summer day, when they're tired of being on the lake, they go down to McCurtain, near where I live, and they spend their money at the movie theater in Oklahoma. So I want to tell you, to remind you people, everybody here, that when we talk about non-consumptive uses of water, this is something ephemeral. It's not something that you can't see or touch. Non-consumptive uses of water translates directly into the value of real estate. That translates directly into dollars into our economy. It translates into jobs into our economy. There is a guy from Wetumpka who built 3 and now 4 developments right in the area on the lake where I live. He was just a little guy from Wetumpka who got into construction. The land that he bought for these 3 developments, I'm not even counting the 4th, I went over the tax records that he got. Initially, this land was worth about $24,000, some of this land. Another piece was worth about $50,000. According to the tax assessor, that land is now worth $8 million. That's what non-consumptive uses of water does in this state, and it puts money in the state coffers. Let's not forget this. I'm going to go back to the Texas thing. Senator Ellis, you missed this the last time I talked in front of the Joint Legislative Committee. You always say, if Texas wants our water, let them come here, let them build factories, let them create jobs here. Well, they may not be building factories, but they are building a lot of lakefront homes, and they are buying our water without a single drop of it ever leaving this state.
Next, we have Ms. Charlotte